Hello everybody, SuperTim101 here, and welcome back to Timberwolf Tuesday. This series where I go over a Timberwolf a couple Tuesdays a month, or whenever I feel like it, on a Tuesday. So today we're going to be revisiting a Timberwolf that I've already used, and I really like, but with a different build. And that is the Timberwolf Bounty Hunter. And the Bounty Hunter Timberwolf is based on what the Bounty Hunter used. The Bounty Hunter was like a Dread Pirate Roberts character in the lore of Battletech. But he acquired a Timberwolf later on in his career and used that as an upgrade to his Marauder. But this is going to be the non-special variant of the Bounty Hunter, which you can get for C-Bills in the store. If you want the special variant with the green wireframe camo spec, you would need to purchase that from the Warden pack. So, with all that said, let's jump into the build and see where we're running. I'm taking advantage of the whole set of 8 Omni bonus to get the Pulse Laser Heat Generation minus 5%, which I use on my other build as well, but in this build I'm using 4 large Pulse Lasers and 3 Micro Pulse Lasers. And it is just a lot of fun. You can't fire, or you really shouldn't fire, the large Pulse Lasers altogether because you generate Ghost Heat once you hit 3 of them. So fire them 2, and then 2, and then the Micro Pulse Lasers are really just for knife fighting, because the large Pulse Lasers you really want to stick to longer ranges, shoot even slight, like right at the end of your optimum, and then if you have to, shoot a little bit past your optimum. But when people close in on you, use those Micro Pulses to help deal more damage. If you really wanted to, you could drop the Micro Pulses for an extra heat sink or something like that. Maybe a Clan Light Active Probe. In any event, I like the Micro Pulses just for that added punch when things get in the knife fighting range. It's only 2.8 damage per Micro Pulse, but I like them. So it's a pretty straightforward build. Again, 4 large pulses by themselves can do quite a bit of work. So that's the build. Let's jump into the skills. In terms of firepower, you do want the laser duration nodes. The pulse lasers have a pretty decent duration, but this helps keep that a little bit lower. And it also helps the cooldown because the laser cooldown does not start until the burn duration is done. You want full heat gen. It can be a hot mech. You want full range. You want to use as much range as possible with this mech. You do not want to push. You're not a brawler. You're not really a skirmisher. You're sort of a poking mech that pops out of cover, shoots, and then goes back in. You want a little bit of cooldown here. I put quite a bit of cooldown because you do want to fire as much as possible, but like most of these laser vomits, you are more heat locked than you are cooldown locked. So you want to be using that weapon cooldown to cool your mech down. And so you don't want as much cooldown as other mechs might want. Then, of course, full skeletal density and armor hardening. Full cool run, full heat containment, 1 seismic sensor, 1 radar deprivation, and the full ECM, double cool shot with 1 UAV. What you can do, which I found useful lately, is to put some points into hard break. So you might want to experiment with taking some out of your cooldown nodes and put it into hard break. It just helps you stop when you want to stop. When you're poking out and you shoot, you don't want to overshoot your cover, because then it'll take you longer to get back into cover, and you'll expose for a longer time, meaning more return fire. So just something to think about. I found it useful, and I'm still kind of going back and forth on this. But that is the build. Let's jump into a game, and I hope you enjoy.
Moving out towards the central area there in Golf 6.
That's more useful, thank you.
Not get too far ahead of Soul Reaver.
Light Pack has decided that they're to go ahead.
Nice tasty light pack.
The good thing is, like, you're just as much damage from far away as I can approach.
They're pretty much guarding their base.
Oh, that's not good. What is that?
It looks like they might be hanging closer to F-line.
Alright.
New target acquired. New target acquired. New target acquired.
Okay, that guy is not fucking moving. What is he doing?
I called an
DC?
airstrike right at their base there.
Hotel in the open.
I'm confused. Is this a...
Call an airstrike right on us too.
I'm seeing here, this mech, this enemy mech has just stopped moving.
New
Right at
target.
DC.
But he's also not dying, and I had shot him a fucking lot, so I don't know if this is a visual
New
glitch
target
in here.
acquired.
Oh fuck, he's moving. What's going on?
New
What's his
target
name?
Acquired.
I don't know, I can't lock onto him. He's 900 meters away.
New
Should
target
probably stop
acquired.
wasting AC ammo on him there. There he goes. What the fuck? I don't know, maybe he was acting really weird.
Heat level
Don't know what that was
critical.
about.
They're chasing
Yeah.
us pretty fast.
Acquired.
We need the assault to push in there.
Moving up.
Our Kodiak's moving.
New target.
Watch out,
Right,
tank
right,
gunner. A
right,
couple
right.
coming towards you.
Back here, guys.
So he does.
Run.
New target acquired.
Let's go on this side, right?
New target acquired.
Can't do any damage from this distance, so I'm just peppering them to make it look scary.
New
The
target.
fuck is that guy? Is he? There he is.
Bravo's right here, Crusader. Okay.
Target destroyed.
Nice to do that.
New target acquired.
Keep hitting my micro lasers.
Can't quite hit him from there.
Acquired.
My weapons are torso mount. I can't aim that low.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Golf.
That Kodiak is weakened.
Level critical. Override shutdown. New target acquired.
I don't really want to be pushing.
New target acquired.
Well, it's unfortunate.
Oh my god, 10.
Oh my. Right. Time to get the fuck out of here.
Critical.
You ready to
The
go?
amount
I got a
of
bunch of
disruption
them
we
turned
did with those
around.
whites, you guys should have pushed in.
Wait, how are we losing this?
Captain Backseat Commander tells you something.
Heat level critical. Override
Ah,
shutdown.
can't hit the hunchback. I might have to hit the Warhawk though.
I had like 5 mechs after me.
That Marauder
I
in
guess
the
they're
back
turned
is
around.
right leg really
Acquired.
fucked up.
Heat level critical.
It's not over.
New target
They're beat up.
acquired.
Yeah.
Target acquired.
Juliet?
If we don't use any more
Destroyed.
mechs, we
Heat
might
level
win this.
critical.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
See, they're coming up around the Fox 7.
Acquired.
The crotch area on that Kodiak is a weak
New
spot.
target acquired.
Annihilator, we need you up front. Get your armor up there.
CT on hotel?
New target acquired.
Bollocks.
I am Scat. We need your armor up front, please.
Acquired.
Got one behind.
Target spotted.
Kodiak's
How is he not dead?
central is
Target
open.
Destroyed. Heat sink
Need
destroyed.
assistance.
UAV activated. New target acquired.
Oh my god.
New target acquired.
Thanks.
New target acquired. New target acquired. Heat level critical. Right arm critical damage. Pulse laser destroyed. Override shutdown. Heat level critical. Target destroyed. Right torso critical.
Oh my god, it's Chandler Bing! Target spotted.
Heat level critical.
Nicely
That was
done.
a nice comeback. Chandler, 5 kills? Yeah,
We got Braun on box 7.
Block your target, dude.
Piranha's the only
I
one
can't
left.
catch him. Target spotted.
Target destroyed.
Good job, guys.
Very nice.
Good comeback, guys.
Woo! Pew pew guns.
Nice, Tim.
That went pretty
1,000
well.
points of damage. Holy shit.
You had 5 kills.
That was just kill secured. These guys are all fucked up.
Hey, you got it where we needed it.
Together.
Well, that was a crazy fight. We were actually losing for most of it, but we were able to pull out the win. So it looked like our light lance went out and tried to distract them and harass them, and what ended up happening is they sort of sacrificed themselves to do that. And so we were down 2 to 5 for a while there. And there was a call to push in for the assaults, but it didn't look like the assaults really did that. I was with that push. We got sort of waylaid by the Crusader that was there, but also they just had a lot of tonnage on that side. So, and perhaps there was a lot of mechs that were set up like me, which were more longer range poking mechs until the later game. So it was we really had to have a lot of patience with that particular game because the light lance did a good job of softening them up and allowing us to soften them up from range. So we just needed to wait and trade our armor, share armor, and target those components that were weakened by that initial push. And so you notice for me, a lot of my shots in the early game were outside of optimum range. Even some shots were like right basically at my maximum range. But damage is damage, right? So those shots ended up, I feel like, paying off in the long run because it softened up those mechs, and we were able to take those components off later in the game. But it was a lot of patience, a lot of remembering I've got range, so let's stay at range and use these lasers. At some point you got to push in, especially when the game is close like that. You got to share your armor, which is what we ended up doing. So that's what I ended up doing. And it worked out really well. I was able to get quite a bit of damage and a couple kills, and we were able to come back from 2-5 and actually win the game. So never give up hope, even though this game is very snowbally. Don't give up hope, especially if you've been able to do quite a bit of damage to your enemy. You can pull out these comeback wins. So that was the game. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, leave a like, and have a great day.